And we head to Cleveland, Ohio. I know in real life the Tigers beat the Astros and they were heading to Cleveland. However, in our universe, it ended up being the other way around. The Astros are on their way to Cleveland for Game 1 of the 2024 American League Division Series. It is a packed house here in Cleveland, and this crowd is set to go for some October baseball. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to the broadcast booth. In this one, I'm Josh Wright, doing the play-by-play. And we are continuing our MLB The Show postseason simulation series. I know this is Astros and Guardians, not Tigers and Guardians. Again, this is a postseason save. There might be some things that happened in the real playoffs that probably didn't happen in this playoffs. So, like, for example, Tigers beating the Astros. Ended up being the other way around. Astros beat the Tigers, and then you'll see that with our Brewers-Phillies series. It was originally Mets and Phillies. However, the Brewers end up beating the Mets. But that's not going to stop our postseason fun. And, we don't want to copy the baseball script writers. We want the Let's Talk Sports script writers are a little bit different. On the mound tonight for Cleveland is Tanner Bybee. I think that's how you say the last name. Either way, he has been Stephen Vogt's ace this year for Cleveland, and he is ready to go here today. We're taking a look at the lineup in this one for the Houston Astros. Leading things off at second base is Jose Altuve. Hitting second in left field, Jordan Alvarez. Hitting third in right field, Kyle Tucker. Hitting fifth at third is Alex Bregman, or hitting cleanup at third is Alex Bregman. Yainer Diaz bats fifth. He's the catcher. Batting sixth is the first baseman, John Singleton. Batting seventh is the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Jason Hayward, he started off the season with the Dodgers, was DFA'd. Came over to the Astros. He's batting eighth. He's the DH. And batting ninth in center field is Jake Myers. Take a look at the defense around the horn in this one for the Guardians. Josh Naylor is at first base. Second base, Andres Jimenez. Third base, Jose Ramirez. Shortstop is Brian Rocchio, I don't know how to say that name. Steven Kwan's in left field. Center field's Lane Thomas. Right field is Janiski Noel. And Bo Naylor is behind the plate in this one. So we're set to go. Altuve's set to go. First pitch to him. Outside, ball one. Altuve did absolutely nothing in the wild card series against the Tigers. Going hitless in both of those games. There's a slider. There's a strike. And the count's even up at 1-1. Fastball, strike two. Just a bit outside on the curveball. End up having a pretty busy week. For those of you who don't know, I am a college student. One of my classes I'm taking is Altuve's gone, one away. But one of my classes is that I'm doing like a music class. And it's kind of like a music production class. So we're not really getting graded for performing the music, but instead we are getting graded for producing the music. And that's kind of the main point of this music class. As Alvarez pops this up to Jose Ramirez, who makes the catch, and that's out number two. So yeah, that's been keeping me busy. I've been working on this song pretty much all week. It's a cover song to Tom Petty's Free Falling. And we're almost done with it. All we need left to record are the vocals, and we just need to tweak, work on the song a little bit more. Or not really work on it a little bit more, but, kind of work on the mixing side of things. So, a couple people tuning in. What's going on? Thank you guys for watching. I know some of you guys might be confused. Why are we seeing the Astros, not the Tigers? Because in my postseason save, the Tigers lost. And the Astros won. So that's why they're here and not the Tigers. And then my National League Division Series is the Phillies And the Brewers, not Phillies and Mets like I was hoping for, but, you know, there's going to be some differences in this postseason save compared to the others. Luckily, though, the Royals, Kansas City being Baltimore, that stayed the same, and Atlanta losing to the Padres stayed the same. So Padres and Dodgers, Royals, Yankees, those are still going on. But our division series that we're doing, Astros, Guardians, Brewers, Phillies, completely different. 2-2 pitch to Kyle Tucker. That's up high. That's ball 3. Kyle Tucker had a home run in Game 2 of the wild card series against the Tigers. He's got a full count here in this at-bat. First at-bat of the division series. 3-2.
Nope.
And that's taken ball 4. And a 2-out walk has been issued to Kyle Tucker. And now bring in Alex Bregman, who's coming into this game red hot. Definitely the best hitter coming out of the wild card series against Detroit, hitting .571, had 4 hits in that series alone. Here comes the 1-0. That's outside, 2-0. Alex Bregman, usually someone who's been really good for the Astros in October. Gets a hold of a fastball, hits it in the center. Making the catch is Lane Thomas, and we are heading to the top of the first inning, or the bottom of the first inning. Astros leave a runner on. Guardians coming to bat. No score. On the man for the Astros, Yusei Kikuchi started off the season in Toronto, came over to the Astros in a trade. Ended up sending a lot of guys over for Yusei Kikuchi, so he's pretty much a rental. But he's been pretty solid the second half for Houston, a nice lefty to have in their rotation. And Stephen Kwan leads off the bottom of the first inning for the Guardians here. Having troubles finding the strike zone early. It's 2-0. Kwan early on the fastball, and it's 2-1. Stephen Kwan, this is a guy who's been a lot of fun to watch ever since he's been called up to the big leagues. Lets the fastball go by. It's 2-2. Fly ball down the right field line. Tucker's back, and it is going to go foul. And the count remains 2-2. Now Stephen Kwan working the count full. 3-2. A blooper into right field. Tucker's back. This one's going all the way to the wall. Kwan's on his way to second. That's the first hit of this division series. A double into right field by Stephen Kwan. And just like that, Cleveland's got something cooking. Hey, what's going on, man? How are you doing? Welcome. Came in just in time. Here's David Fry, someone who was on one of my fantasy baseball teams this year. Terrific guy. Very good hitter. Good hitter to have in that lineup. He originally came up as a catcher, but Cleveland really liked what they saw out of Bo Naylor, who's catching this game today. But David Fry, he was a really good hitter to have in Cleveland's lineup, so they were doing anything they could to try and get him in the lineup, and they had him as their DH, and he's been pretty decent. Fly ball to shallow center. Myers comes in, makes the play. Ultra Sports, thank you, man. I appreciate it. We're taking a look at the lineup in this one for Cleveland. Stephen Kwan led off. He's in left. David Fry, we just saw him come up and fly out to shallow center. He bats second. Then it's Jose Ramirez up next. He's at third. Josh Naylor hits cleanup at first. Lane Thomas, the former Cardinal National outfielder, he's in center. Andres Jimenez bats sixth. He's at second. Janiski Noel bats seventh and right. Bo Naylor bats eighth. He's the catcher. And Brian Rocco, I think that's how you say the last name, he bats ninth. He's the shortstop. Take a look at the defense around the horn in this one for Houston. John Singleton's at first. Second base, Altuve. Third base, Bregman. Shortstop, Pena. Left field, left to right, Alvarez in left. Center field, Jake Myers. Right field, Kyle Tucker. And Diaz is the guy wearing the catcher's gear, squatting behind home plate tonight. Jose Ramirez lets the first pitch fastball go by. It's 0-1. I think at the end of the year, I'm going to try and do like a home run compilation from all of my live streams. I think that would be really cool. Certainly better than mine, like something you'd actually see on TV. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Ramirez working the count, 1-1. Fastball into right field. Back goes Tucker, and he's there to make the catch. However, Stephen Kwan might tag up, go to third. That had the distance to get out of here. It really did. However, it is going to move a runner over to third with 2 outs. Now here's Josh Naylor. Chopper to Bregman at third, and the inning comes to a close. Leadoff double from Stephen Kwan. However, that's all the Guardians are going to get in their half of the first inning. We go to the second inning here in Cleveland. No score. It's game 1 of the 2024 American League Division Series. We've got the Astros, we got the Guardians. No, not Tigers and Guardians. Like in real baseball land, we have Astros and Guardians. John Singleton, I believe, is on deck. Yonder Diaz, meanwhile, is up to start things off for the Astros here in the second, and he's got himself the first Houston hit of the night. So I'll bring in John Singleton, someone who did not play at all during the Tigers series at first base. I don't think he did anyway. If he did, I didn't see him. He wasn't in the game we watched in game 1, and then he certainly was not in game 2, the game we accidentally simulated, or we accidentally quick managed. Finding the strike zone, it's 2-1. Here comes the 2-1 from Tanner. That is fouled off. And Singleton working the count 2-2. This guy has an interesting backstory to him. I might do a separate video on John Singleton. Kind of talk about kind of his journey to the big leagues and all that stuff. Fly ball to right field. Noel's there to make the catch. Nice play for out number 1. Hey, we got 5 people coming into this stream. I know. I'm pretty sure all 5 of them are confused. Why are we watching the Astros and Guardians, not Tigers and Guardians? Well, at the end of the stream, if you guys stick around, I'll explain. I'll explain why you guys are seeing Astros and Guardians and not Tigers and Guardians. As Jeremy Pena hits one up the middle, that's a base hit. Diaz on his way to second. 2 on, 1 out for the Astros, with Jason Hayward coming up next. Jason Hayward, he's been with the Braves, Cardinals, Cubs, Dodgers, and now at the Astros. Diaz at second. First base is Jeremy Pena, Hayward fouls off a fastball. It's 0-2. Hopefully you guys are having a pretty good Saturday. I know I am. Having a really good day. Had a good week. A really busy week. That's for sure. Here comes the 0-2. Second strikeout for Tanner. 2 outs now here in the second inning. Two outs now, runners at first and second. Here's Jake Myers. Man, this guy had a really good series against the Tigers. He hit 2 home runs, 3 hits, had 5 of the Astros RBIs. That's something. Takes the fastball. It's 1-1. 13th round pick by the Astros in 2017. And here he is almost all these years later up in the big leagues. There's a fastball up high, ball 2. 2017. Can't believe that was like several years ago now. Fastball up high, ball 3. Three-one. Fastball taken and the count's full. This crowd getting loud here in Cleveland. That is fair down the left field line. 1 run's in. Pena's rounding second, rounding third. He's coming home. The throw to the plate. Not in time, and the Astros strike first here in the second. A 2-run double for Jake Myers, and it's 2-0 Houston. Close play at the plate when Pena was coming around to score. And now bring in Jose Altuve. Kikuchi watching from the dugout. He's got to be pretty excited. He'll go back up on the mound. Astros giving him a little 2-0 lead. Altuve struck out his first time up. There's a fastball taken 1-1. This is 13 seasons of Jose Altuve being the second baseman for the Astros. As we said before in the Tigers series, this guy has seen it all. What this Astros team was up with when the team was still in the National League, when they made the transition over to the American League. He went through the rebuild, the 2015 season. Altuve's 0 for 2. He strikes out for the second time today. However, Jake Myers brings in the first big hit of this game. A 2-run double down the left field line makes it a 2-0 Astros lead. As we were saying about Altuve, yeah, this guy's seeing it all. With this team, he has been through everything. Bottom of the second inning, Lane Thomas leads out for the Guardians. That is hammered into left field. All you can do is watch it hit off the wall. And Thomas is on his way to second. Once again, thought that might go out. You never know in this ballpark. Lane Thomas leads off the inning with a double. Here's Andres Jimenez, former New York Met. Was one of the guys that was involved in the Francisco Lindor trade. That sent Lindor over to the Mets, and Andres Jimenez and was in a package of players and prospects traded over to Cleveland from Uncle Steve Cohen. Counts 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Kikuchi. Fastball low, ball 3. Jonkensi Noel is on deck right now for Cleveland. Down the line and foul once more. Excuse me. Burp there for a second. The 3-2, and Jimenez hits one in the shallow right. Kyle Tucker comes in, makes the play. Runners head into third. Slides in head first. A win-win situation there for both teams. Astros get the out. Cleveland moves the runner over to third. Here's Junkinski, Noel. Braven-Reimer, what's going on, good sir? Noel, first pitch. Outside, 1-0. Popped up. John Singleton comes in, makes the play. He's got it 2 away.
Batting eight, the catcher, Naylor.
So 2 outs now. Here is Bo Naylor. Fastball, drops it in, strike 1. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Count 0-2 to the Cleveland catcher.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Misses low in the dirt, 1-2. Slider called strike 3, and we have played 2 full here in Cleveland. They had a runner 90 feet away from home, but they couldn't do anything. End of 2 here at Progressive Field. 2-0. Astros lead.
Leading off for Houston, the left fielder, number 44, Yordan Alvarez. Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
Yordan Alvarez leads off for the Astros here in the top of the 3rd. Grounded out to Jose Ramirez's first time up, and a fastball fouled off down the right field line. 2-1. Fouled off once more. Yordan Alvarez, Rookie of the Year back in 2019. Rookie of the Year, 2-time All-Star, Silver Slugger, playoff MVP in 2021. Pretty solid career so far for Yordan Alvarez. And not to mention, he is a demon, as we mentioned before, for the Astros once October hits. Works the count full, 3-2, fouls off the slider. He fouled off the last 2 pitches that he saw.
That's ball 4. Take the base.
And there's ball 4 to Yordan Alvarez.
For the Astros, the right fielder, number
And now bring in Kyle Tucker. Hits the top of the 3rd. No outs. Astros have a runner at first to start things off.
Oh, that's kicked out.
Down the right field line, and it's foul, 1-2.
Ball. He's out.
Double play ball 1. And Tucker is safe heading to first. However, there is an X-ray needed, but the way the arm is hanging, this looks bad. Jordan Alvarez will need to be removed from the game and could be shelved for quite some time. Oh no. Looks like Alvarez is hurt. That could really hurt the Astros' chances going forward. There, it's Kyle Tucker's caught stealing, trying to steal second. And Bregman flies out to deep left. We head to the bottom of the third here in Cleveland. Astros 2, Guardians nothing. And now Chase McCormick comes into the game, plays left field.
McCormick leading off for the Guardians, the shortstop, Brian.
He will replace Jordan Alvarez probably going forward with the rest of this postseason.
Ball. That pitch is out.
Counts 1-0 to Brian. Line caught by Bregman, one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Steven Kwan.
So I'll bring in Stephen Kwan.
That's a ball.
That's up high, ball 1.
Oh, that's ball. Ball. That's upstairs.
Looking at some scores going around in the news of sports. Vanderbilt ends up beating the Alabama Crimson Tide.
The designated hitter,
Who would have thought that would happen? Vanderbilt beat Alabama 40-35. Unbelievable game. That was also a very nasty swing by Stephen Kwan. And David Fry hits one to Kyle Tucker. And right end of 3 here in Progressive Field. 2-0 Astros.
leading off from Houston, the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
It's the top of inning number 4 here at Progressive Field. Cleveland Guardians, Houston Astros, Game 1, 2024 American League Division Series. Astros have a 2-0 lead. Yainer Diaz leads off. It's a pretty good night for baseball.
Ball. That's upstairs.
Up by 1 ball, 1 strike. Hopefully you guys end up having a pretty good week. I know I did. Solid weekend so far. Had a meeting Friday afternoon, and then afterwards I ended up going to a high school football game, which is why there was no stream yesterday.
Now batting, number 28.
And today I had to stop by my college again, and I was helping out working on a group project for my my music class.
1-1.
So, yep, I've been
That's ball.
pretty busy. I am super tired. Probably going to crash right after this game.
Ball. That's inside.
Counts 3-1 to John Singleton. Fly ball down the right field line. It will go foul. The 3-2 to Singleton. That is a hard hit grounder into right field through for a 1-out single. Singleton ends up winning the at-bat. A single in a right field on a full count. And that is going to bring in Jeremy Pena. Already has a base hit tonight. He also scored on a 2-run double by Jake Myers back in the second. Excuse me. 1.
Ball. That's out.
Ball 1. Would love to try and get these.
Now batting.
Jeremy Pena picks up his second hit of the night. He is now 2 for 2. Ouch. Here's Jason Hayward 0 for 1. Grounder to Ramirez. Tags out Singleton. Gets Jason Hayward going to first. Jose Ramirez ends the top of the fourth. He will begin the bottom of the fourth. And there is a 2-0. And a 2-0. Astros lead. 2-0 Astros heading in the bottom of the fourth. Jose Ramirez leads off. That is absolutely crushed to deep center field. You know it's gone. Jose Ramirez puts the Guardians on the board. And the lead's cut in half to 2-1. That was absolutely crushed by Jose Ramirez, deep center field. Myers turns around, looks up, and he knew that was gone, and so just like that, lead's cut in half to 2-1. That'll bring in Josh Naylor, hoping to do some damage after the Jose Ramirez home run. Man, what a game this has been so far. I mean, it's not really been much of a game, but it's been, a good, you get what I mean. Strikeout out number 1.
The center fielder, number 8, Ray Thomas.
That'll bring in Lane Thomas 1 for 1.
Ball. Down.
Up the middle, a base hit.
Now batting, second baseman, Andre.
Lane Thomas now 2 for 2. Here's Andres Jimenez trying to eat a sandwich.
Ball right
In the middle of this game.
there. Too high.
That's a bit too high. It's 2-0.
Nope, that's a ball.
3-1. Here comes the pitch.
Great.
Full count to Jimenez and a ground ball to Singleton. At first, pulls Pena away from the bag, and everybody's safe.
The right fielder, John Henry.
Trying to turn a double play at short, pulls Pena away from the bag. And now everybody's safe. John Kinsey Noel is 0 for 1. Hoping to be 1 for 2. Try and get Cleveland their second run of the night. There's one in the left center. Back goes Myers. Runners might tag up. Nope, they're going to stay put. At first and second, now with 2 outs. Cleveland still with the good opportunity to try and tie this game up. Naylor pops up. Singleton comes in. He's going to make up for it after that E3 that he now has. Luckily, though, Cleveland gets a run back. Solo blast from Jose Ramirez makes the score. 2-1. Astros still on top. Did you see they have a new pitcher for the Chicago Cubs? No, I didn't. Fastball 0-2. Jake Myers has the 2-run double back in the second.
2 strikes.
Leads off the top of the 5th inning, scores 2-1 Astros. Heading into the 5th inning, fastball taken 2-2. Two. Fouled off once more.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
3 balls, 2 strikes. To Jake Myers. There's a grounder to short.
He's out.
1 out.
second baseman, Jose Altuve.
One out now. Here's Jose Altuve, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts in this game. Fastball up high, ball 1. One, two. Trying to look at Jose Altuve's stats throughout this postseason. I think he's only played, this is his 3rd game. He is 0 for 10. 0 for 10 with 6 strikeouts. That is kind of bad. That's pretty gross. And now he's struck out 7 times in this postseason. A drop third strike. Naylor's able to make the throw down in time. And here's Chase McCormick. That is hammered into right field. Will that stay fair? It will not. It will go just foul. McCormick comes in to replace Jordan Alvarez for the rest of the game. Jordan Alvarez, for those of you who don't know, was taken out in the 3rd inning. McCormick lines to the shortstop for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning here in Cleveland. Astros still lead game 1, 2-1.
Leading off for the Guardians, the shortstop,
Brian Rocchio. That's what I'm hearing the PA announcer say, how to pronounce his name. Brian Rocchio. Number 83 prospect in all in baseball, the number 9 prospect, number 9 shortstop prospect, and the number 4 prospect in Cleveland's farm system. Here comes a 2-0. Kikuchi having trouble finding the strike zone early, 3-0. There it is. There's a fastball. There's a strike. It's 3-1. A leadoff walk to Brian, the Cleveland shortstop. Here's Stephen Kwan. Rocchio, that's his name. Leadoff walk to Rocchio. Here's Stephen Kwan. Trying to get my headset all straightened out. Here comes the 1-2. That is picked off. Pick off throw to first. And Rocchio goes back with no problems. That's a grounder to Singleton. Will he turn to the double play this time? He will. And this time, John Singleton, after having that E3 trying to turn a double play, the last time turns the double play successfully here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's David Fry. High in the air to left. McCormick's back. End of 5 here in Progressive Field. Kyle Tucker, Alex Bregman, Yanner Diaz all due up for the Astros when we return for the 6th inning. They lead this one 2-1.
Now pitching for the Guardians,
Nick Sandlin first up out of the Cleveland bullpen.
leading off for Houston,
Kyle Tucker leads off 0 for 1 with a walk.
Kyle Tucker.
Ball. That's down. Ball. That's inside.
Here comes the 2-1 to Kyle Tucker. That's hit foul, and it's 2-2. There's a grounder to Ramirez.
Out.
One away.
Now batting, third baseman, Alex.
Cleveland heading to their bullpen early here today. Heading into the 6th inning, here's Alex Bregman.
Aye.
Lets the fastball go by, 0-1.
Aye.
Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Two outs. Got him on the slider. And that's out number 2. Here's Diaz.
That's the ball.
One and 0 is the count to Diaz.
Ball 2.
Slider, ball 2. Grounder to third. Top of the 6th inning's over. Jose Ramirez, Josh Naylor, and Lane Thomas all due up. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, taking it back to Jose Ramirez last at bat, a home run in a left center field to make this a 2-1 game.
That's the ball.
He could go deep again here in this at bat.
Ball. That's out.
Slider drops in 2-0. Now they're being careful pitching to Ramirez this time. After what happened when he sent that baseball into left center field. Circle change. That was a very hittable pitch. However, Ramirez takes it. It's 2-2. Strikes out on the slider.
Now batting, first baseman, Josh Naylor.
And Josh Naylor up next, 0 for 1. Or 0 for 2.
Ball.
Misses 1 and 2. Slider misses 2 and 2. Kikuchi relying on that slider a lot in this game. Might go with it again, and there's a base hit past the diving Altuve. Into right center field. What did I tell you? He went back to the slider. And Josh Naylor makes good contact, and now it's for a 1-out double. Here's Lane Thomas. into right center field. Myers comes in, makes the play. Naylor staying put at second with 2 outs.
The batter, the second baseman, Andre Jimenez.
Ball 1 to Andres Jimenez. And the center field, a base hit. Here comes Naylor. The throw in from Myers to the plate. The Guardians have tied it up. Tied game here in the 6th inning.
Ball inside.
Caleb Ferguson, Brian Abreu warming up in the Astro bullpen. Noel in the right field. Tucker can't make the play. It's going all the way to the wall. Here comes Jimenez. They're going to wave him home. This game has turned upside down here in the 6th inning. Guardians lead 3-2. This game has turned upside down. Hoping to go, for 1 for 2, 1 for 3. That's a possibility. Here comes the 0-1 with Noel at second. That's a slider, and it's 1-1. Into left field, fair ball. Noel comes in to score from second. It's 4-2. And that has got to be the end of the night for Kikuchi. Astros manager pops out of the dugout. And as I said, that is it for UC Kikuchi.
Now pitching for Houston.
And Caleb Ferguson, the veteran,
Caleb Ferguson.
comes in relief here in the bottom of the 6th inning to face Brian Rocio. That's down the right field line. Foul ball. It's 0-1. Don't know if a lot of people are watching or not, but yeah, it's 4-2. Guardians now on top. The 0-2, a grounder to Altuve. End of 6 here in Cleveland. Three runs come in to score, and it's now a 4-2 game. Tim Herron comes in relief here in the 7th. He will face John Singleton leading off for the Astros here in the top of the 7th inning. 3 runs, 4 hits for the Guardians in the bottom of the 6th inning. John Singleton has an 0-2 count, 1 for 2. Singled his last time up. I apologize, Mike. It was a little dirty. Guardians have the lefty Tim Herron in the 7th inning. Excuse me.
Ball.
Here comes the 2-2.
Count full.
Count is full. Been seeing that a lot in this game, and that's ball 4. A leadoff walk
Leading off for Houston,
for Tim Herron, and
Jeremy Pena.
that is the 3rd walk allowed tonight by the Cleveland Guardians pitching staff. Here's Jeremy Pena. 2 for 2 here today. First pitch fastball. He takes it. It's 0-1. Fastball slurves, 1-1. There's Stephen Vogt in the Cleveland dugout. Stephen Vogt, former player, was with the A's for a long time as a catcher, retired at the end of 2021 or 2022, one of those 2 seasons. And this past offseason, Terry Francona stepped down as manager, and Stephen Vogt came in and was hired pretty much by the Guardians to be the manager. And what a great job he's been doing here in his first season with the ball club. Won the AL Central in the playoffs right now, and the Guardians look like they're a very hungry team. A playoff hungry team heading into October. Here comes the 3-2. Fastball gets him looking.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
Ball 1 to Jason Hayward.
No. Inside.
Inside, ball 2 to the veteran outfielder Jason Hayward. Hit down the line, it's 2-1.
Ball 3.
3-1 with Jake Myers on deck.
1 strike.
Here comes the 3-1 to Hayward. And another full count. Astros have been doing pretty good at that here today. There's a grounder. Time to stretch here in Cleveland. Home half of the 7th coming up. And the score is 4-2 Guardians.
Ball 1.
Brian Abreu
Nope.
next up out of the bullpen. Out of the bullpen here today for the Astros. That is 2-1 count to Stephen Kwan, who is leading off the 7th, top of the order due up. For the Guardians here in the bottom of the 7th, there's a pop-up to Singleton.
6, designated hitter, JJ.
So I'll bring in David Fry. In the right field, Tucker's back. And caught for out number 2.
Up next for Cleveland, the third baseman, Houseman, Ramirez.
Two outs now. Here is Jose Ramirez.
That's a ball.
Ramirez 1 for 3, had that home run his first time up.
Hey.
Struck out his last time up against Kikuchi before the Guardians scored 3 RBI singles. Here comes the 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Slider misses. 2-2. That's fouled off. Here comes the 2-2. In the right field. This will go. Oh, foul, and here's the 2-2. Ramirez working the count. We're seeing this working the count full stuff quite a bit throughout this game, and a slider. That's a debatable call. Called strike 3. Brian Abreu gets out of the 7th inning. End of 7.
Now pitching for the Guardians, number
Cade Smith will pitch the 8th inning. He will face Jake Myers, Jose Altuve, and Chase McCormick. That is taken. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jake Myers. 1 for 2. 2-run double. The 2 RBIs
1 ball, 2 strikes.
in this game for the Astros. He has 7 of the Astros RBIs in this postseason. 1-2. 1 away. Guardians are now 5 defensive outs away from taking game 1. That'll bring in Altuve. He has struck out all 3 times he's came up to the plate. Early on a fastball, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 to Altuve, and that's in the left center field. Making the catches, Lane Thomas, that's out number 2. Hey, at least he made contact with the ball. Probably one of the first times he's done that in this postseason series. And I'm talking about both the wild card series against the Tigers also that we did. Chase McCormick, 2 outs.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Let's that go by a 1 ball, 1 strike. That's it, foul, and the count is still 1-2. Struck him out. Bottom of the 8th inning, here we come. Guardians up 4-2. Josh Naylor, Lane Thomas, Andres Jimenez all due up when we come back.
Now pitching for the Astros,
Brian King.
number 74.
Got a fastball, 4-seam fastball, 2-seamer, and a curveball.
Leading off,
The left-hander facing Josh Naylor, the middle of the Cleveland lineup all due up. First pitch to Josh Naylor, 1-0. Two-seamer taken 1-1. Here comes the 1-2 to Naylor. That's a swing and a drive to left center field. Jake Myers goes back, and this one is caught for out number 1.
The center fielder, number 8.
One out, here's Lane Thomas. 2 for 3. He's had a double and a single in this game.
1-0.
First pitch from King is taken ball 1. Tomorrow will be game 1 of the National League Division Series for our postseason series. Milwaukee Brewers, Philadelphia Phillies. I know we probably could have done a doubleheader today, but it's 8:35. I'm getting pretty tired.
That's ball 3.
I've been running around all week. I'm super tired, if you couldn't tell. And yeah, I probably might go to bed after this game.
No, ball 4.
Ball 4 to Lane Thomas, a 1-out walk.
Now batting, second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
That'll bring in Andres Jimenez, 1 for 3.
That's a ball.
Misses downstairs, 1-0. We have been live for an hour and 8 minutes.
Nope, outside.
Two-seamer misses again, 2-0. Two-seamer. And Brian King finding the strike zone again. Strike number 1. 2-1. Runners going. Try to go for a hit and run action there. But Jimenez fouled it off, and it's 2-2.
No, he's safe.
Another pickoff throw to first. Here comes the 2-2 offering.
Lincoln.
Now Jimenez working the count full. The 3-2. Chops a curve. Fouls off once more. That's a grounder to Altuve. This might be another double play, and they're going to call Jimenez safe at first. So that will bring in Taylor Scott. Well, Taylor Scott comes in to pitch to Joaquin Noel, who's 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Runners going, throw down by Diaz. He is safe. Two out, stolen base for Andres Jimenez. Here comes the 0-1 from Scott. That is a sinker. That is taken. 0-2. In the center field, a base hit. Coming around to score is Jimenez. And it's a 5-2 Guardians lead. Noel picks up his second RBI single of the evening. And now we'll bring in Bo Naylor, 1 for 3. Naylor swings, hits one to left field. McCormick's there. He's going to make the catch, and we are going to the 9th inning. We're heading to the 9th inning with the Guardians on top. 5-2, and here comes Emmanuel Clase. To pitch the 9th inning, he will face Kyle Tucker, Alex Bregman, and Yanner Diaz. Kyle Tucker 0 for 2 with a walk back in the first inning. There's a hard hit grounder to Jimenez. Guardians 2 outs away from winning game 1. One out, here's Alex Bregman. Fouled off and the count's 0-1. Bregman hitless. Heading into this at-bat, he had 4 hits in the Tigers series. He has 0 here today. There's a cutter.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And they call strike 2. Cutter fouled off, and it's still 0-2. Check swing, and he went. Two outs here in the 9th inning. Here's Yanner Diaz. Cutter, strike 1. Clase and the Guardians 2 strikes away from taking game 1 of this best-of-5 American League Division Series. And now they're 1 strike away as Diaz lets the fastball go by. Crowd on their feet here in Cleveland.
That's a ball.
Slider, ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Check swing, did he go? No, he didn't, says the first base umpire. 2-2. Struck him out. That's the ball game. And the Guardians win game 1, 5-2, the final score here at home. Tanner Bybee with the win. 5 innings, he allowed 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Kikuchi will come up with the loss. Clase has himself his first save of this postseason. And that's going to do for tonight's coverage of Major League Baseball MLB The Show 24 Simulation Postseason Series. And before I go, I am going to give you guys a quick little update of the postseason bracket so far. That way you guys kind of have a little bit of an idea. We can bench short on. So that's the bracket right now. The Kansas City Royals beat Baltimore. They're playing New York. Astros did sweep the Tigers, so that's why they're playing Cleveland. Padres beat the Braves, so they're playing the Dodgers. And the Brewers sweep the Mets at home, so they are playing the Phillies. So it's a little update of our postseason bracket. Let's see what goes on. Actually, no, we can't. So the next game we'll do Brewers Phillies tomorrow, and then we'll go to game 2 with the Astros and Guardians. Pretty much we'll go back and forth. Astros, Guardians, Brewers, Phillies. Those are the 2 series that we're going to commentate. And then we'll do both AL and NLCS, and then, of course, we'll do the World Series. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's stream. Hopefully you guys do enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe. On the road to 400, on the way to road to both 400 and 500 subscribers. Let's see if we can try and get that by the end of the year. I'd highly appreciate it. And that's all I got. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Good night from Cleveland, Ohio.